they got in the way of what he was doing in his teaching. Some of the vocab words for Article 13 is Messiah, and Messiah means anointed one. So in Article 13, there's this thing called the Synoptic Gospel, and it tells of the miraculous events to center the audience attention. So it's basically Jesus showing himself. Article 14 was the parables in Mark's Gospel. And a parable is a story that Jesus tells and his listeners in order to call them to self-knowledge and conversion. So of the three synoptic Gospels, Mark has the fewest numbers of parables. That means his is the shortest. Mark's Gospel tells us not a lot about what Jesus taught than do the other Gospels, such as Matthew, Luke, and John. Article 15 is Mark's Passion. And Mark's Passion was written to an audience facing persecution, because one can understand why the audience would react, but as humans it is harder for us because we don't know who did what. So it's basically just, it's helping us try and understand why they're getting persecuted. Some of the vocab words for this one is Sanhedrin, and that's an assembly of Jewish religious leaders, chiefs, priests, scribes, and elders who function as the supreme council. And another one is Centurion, and that's the commander of a unit, approximately 100 Roman soldiers. So in Article 16 it was Jesus suffering, so the suffering Messiah. And Mark's Gospel addresses one of life's greatest mysteries. Why was it necessary for Jesus to suffer in order to save our sins? And a lot of people still don't know that answer till today. But most people do believe that Jesus should be able to conquer the Romans and not be killed by them. That's not why. That's not the point of Jesus. Jesus isn't supposed to kill. But Jesus did die for our sins. But once again, as I stated, that it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe in what you can't see. So that's Marx is basically about what you can't see, but he helps you believe in who's getting judged, and you can't judge someone because if you don't know them, it's kind of unfair. But some of the more vocab words we can go in depth on. So as I said, a parable is a story that Jesus tells to his listeners in order to call them to self-knowledge and conversion. So basically what that means is that so someone tells you a story about, you know, something bad that happened to them, and then and you're on the same path as they were, and they tell you, you know, stop it, like drugs per se, like kind of cliche, but you hear so many people, oh, I changed my life from stopping drugs. It's kind of hard to believe that because drugs is such a popular thing nowadays, and so if you stop that, you know, your life will start being a bit better. But in Jesus' time,